everyone. Welcome to Rotor Talk Live, Season 6, Episode 12. Fimi X8 Pro release date announced. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. Got a good crew already here. Let's see who all's in the house. Uncle Bill, John K, Drone Shots, Jody, welcome, Akarasho. Let's see who else we got. Leonard Oglesby, John Olson, Jay Bird. I know Art's in the house. Welcome, Art. Let's see who else. Richard's here. Good evening, Richard. Good to see you. Jay Bird's here. Welcome, Jay Bird. Art goes here. Quadquatters in Tech. 107 Jones. Flying Flynn Media. Mark White. Welcome. Greg Pittman. Everybody, welcome. Good to see everybody tonight. I actually have a lot to talk about tonight. First thing I want to say is drone meetup's coming up. I mean, it's 10 days away? 11, well, officially 10, 11 days away. So if you still can be able to get down there to get in, I would highly suggest doing that. You're going to have a good time, okay? And to reiterate, I cannot go because of work obligations. That's just the plain and simple facts of it. Hey, Rex, welcome. Good to see you here tonight. I want to retire in a couple of years, okay, from my current job. And yeah, I think you guys all know, work always comes first as far as that's concerned. Otherwise, I would be there hosting up a cold one with you on Friday night, shooting some pool, shooting a lot of bull on Friday night, having some fun and having a great day. I know you guys will have a great time. I know Ray has done so much work for this. And guys, make sure you go out of your way. Johnny, welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're feeling better tonight, Johnny. Michael Wright, welcome. Good to see you. Make sure you go out of your way to, shake Ray's hand and thank him for all the hard work that he's done. There's no money being exchanged here, okay? Ray's gone out of his way to do a lot of stuff. And just make sure you let him know that, okay? If you send him a message on Facebook or see him in person or send him an email, and Ray, if you're watching, thank you so much for what you're doing, okay? It is a tremendous effort that you're doing. And it's to those that are helping you. I believe Johnny's probably helping you. I think Matt's probably helping you. I know you got others helping you there. I think Al is probably helping you. Those that are helping Ray as well too. Kudos to you guys. Thank you all. You're going to have a great time. And I'll keep tabs on it from here. Unfortunately, like I said, it's one of these things that I just don't have a choice in. The choice was unfortunately made for me. And everyone have safe travels going there. Lauren, welcome. Good to see you here tonight. Grumpy Vlogger Lloyd, welcome. But we actually do have quite a bit to talk about tonight. And also, too, just want to let you guys know that, talk about a big public service announcement, okay? March 28th, put it on your calendar, Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, okay? Kelly Shores will be on from Ready, Set, Drone. That's right, I got Kelly coming on next week. Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Do not miss that. Kelly is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite people in this world, let alone favorite drone person. So we're going to have a great time. Always good to talk to him. Always good to catch up with him. It's been a while since we've had him on the show. Coming up next month, I'm lining some speakers up. We're going back, like I mentioned last week. We're going back to a little bit of a different format here. And I'm going to be trying to pull in some more speakers. I got some invitations outstanding to some of them. But I do have one confirmed for April, and it's Billy Kyle. And I'm really stoked about having Billy on. It's always great to have him on. So, and I'll give you guys a date for that. I got to look at the calendar and make sure 100%. But Kelly's going to be on next week, so don't miss it. It's going to be a great show. It's always going to be good. And I believe Kelly's going to be at the meetup, and I believe Billy's going to be there, and I believe Dobo's going to be there. So don't quote me on that, but those of you who are going, Johnny, maybe you can confirm that. Ray, if you're in the chat, feel free to confirm that for me. But no, wish everyone safe travels there and a good time. I'll be watching for updates, and be safe. Have a good time. No drones in the water this time. Let's see if we can try that. Okay, all right. I'm on a soapbox already. It's almost 10 minutes, and I've just been on my soapbox here. Okay. Oh, and I got a print from Jeff Voigt. Okay, and I think Jeff, you might be watching. It's magnificent, and you see where my two monitors are behind me. It's going up there. Okay, put that up there. That's not going to happen. All right, maybe back in the day, but the way my knees are and things, climbing on ladders, that's not going to happen. So I think may pay our handyman some to get it up there for me. But I got a wonderful print, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. It's perfect for this room. It's exactly what I wanted. And like I said, please go out and visit Jeff's website. Talk about getting a great gift for someone. And there I am again. Jeff's not paying to say this, okay? His photography is just absolutely amazing. Go out there and take a look at it. All right. I've been on my soapbox here. Okay. Well, Art, have a great trip, safe trip to the Philippines. I know you're not going to be at the meetup. Have a safe trip, have a good time, and wish you well on your trip over to the Philippines. I know it's not an easy trip. So, okay, wow, okay, all right. What are we going to talk about first? All right, yeah, okay, we're going to talk about this first. Wow, okay. Sorry, guys, I'm getting with the program here. DJI has a sale. Did you know they have a sale going on right now? Well, I found this out. I was on as I do my hunting when I usually do for the shows. Let's go ahead here and get this up on the screen. Now, you guys know I scour the articles out there for topics to talk about. And, there's a lot out there. And before I actually get into this, there's a lot out there that I have to sift through. And a lot of these are commercial applications. A lot of these are talking about drones you could be a passenger on and things coming up. But, I have a tendency to focus on things more from an aspect, maybe so much like a, hobbyist or a Part 107, something that was in our realm. So just kind of let you guys know, because there's a lot of stuff out there and I could talk about for a couple hours, but I want to talk about stuff that's going to be relevant for us. All right. DJI sale. Man, I've been on a soapbox tonight. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's with me. All right, here we go. All right. Easter sales 2023. Grab DJI deals on Mini 3 Air 2S FPV drones. Okay. DJI is offering up to 15% off on the Mini 3, the Air 2S, and the FPV combo. Okay. Mini 3, discounted price of $469. Sub 250 gram Mini 3 is a perfect travel-friendly drone for capturing your adventures. Okay. Let's go out here. I believe this is, it's out on Amazon, and you can see it's $469. Okay. That's a good thing. All right. Let's go back here. And the Air 2S is out on Amazon, and let's take a look at that. Now, this is the Fly More kit. It was $12.99. You can get it for $11.09, and just the Air 2S by itself is 15% off, $849. That's a very, very, very good deal. I may be tempted to do this as well. That's something that is interesting. It's of interest to me, especially not only for this channel, of course, but also for my drone channel, because there are release mechanisms to drop a line over a tree that I could use to do for ham radio. So let's see what else is mentioned in here. The DJI FPV combo sale. Okay, that's $8.99, and again, that's on Amazon. See if there's anything else. This is cool. You can also shop for other popular from products and get a free gift with your purchase. The Pocket 2 Creator Combo, for instance, will come with a free DJI accessory bag, while buying the Mavic 3 Fly More Combo before April 30th will get you a set of ND filters for free, okay? And the company's online store, I'm going to assume, okay, yeah, this is company's online store. This is directly from DJI. So and you can see here, it's the same thing, but they have links to Amazon out there. This is the same thing. So if you want to order it from DJI, you can see there's special gifts. There's a DJI accessory bag. It actually looks fairly nice. There's a drawstring bag with that. Classic. There's another drawstring bag. Mavic 3 Fly More Combo. There's an ND filter set with that. Pocket 2 Creator Combo. There's an accessory bag with that. Okay. All right. So just to let you guys know about all this, if you're looking for something, definitely now's the time. I mean, that's a good sale. That Mini 3, I can't say enough about it. You guys probably saw my latest video on the update for our development, and it was actually a little on the windy side that day, and I kind of hesitated taking it up, but it's impressive. I was impressed with how well it did that day. Yeah, no golden ticket, Richard. I'm sorry, no golden ticket. Yeah, that was about as worth as much as a used napkin. I'm just going to say that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Maddie, welcome. Good to see you tonight. Billy Tompkins, welcome. Yeah. I'll be saying that. Okay. No, but the sale looks to be pretty good. Good prices on stuff. I mean, if you're looking for the Mini 3, that's a good deal. Air 2S is a real good deal, and it's kind of tempting me right now. So I'm kind of in limbo because I'm hearing. Oh, and I also want to call attention. Okay, our good friend Sean from Air Photography did kind of like a what if video on an Air 3S or an Air 3. Okay, I'm sorry. And Sean, that was a great video. If you're watching, that was a great video. You did great on that. But I'm hearing from other people that we may not have an Air 3. So, while I think an Air 3 would sell off the charts. Okay, it may rival. Well, I'll give you an example. And I'll talk to you guys. DJI does not publish its sales numbers, its sales figures, units, any of that kind of stuff. They're a private company, which they have every right to do, which is fine. But I can tell you this: the number of members that I have for the mini group that I admin on Facebook, and the number of members that I have for the Air 2S group that I admin on Facebook, it's neck and neck. Okay, I can tell you that right now. So it's pretty doggone close. Casey Crime Fighter, welcome. Good to see you tonight. So bear that in mind. I mean, that's the only thing I can say regarding that. I mean, that's just one of those things. That's the only bellwether I can say. But I hope that we do see an Air 3 and then eventually an Air 3S. I think they would be fantastic. They would be absolutely fantastic. Okay. All right. We're going to move on here. Now, you're probably all well aware that, we had talked about the DJI Mini 2 SE, which I'm just going to say it's just an absolute surprise that they, wasn't a Mini 3 SE, okay? Well, now it is officially on sale. You guys probably know this by now, $339. And we're going to take a look and compare. There's another article in a second here. We're going to take a look and compare that to the Mini 2 to see what the differences are. I mean, this is a good price. Don't get me wrong, but and we'll go through this here real briefly because I want to focus on the other. Weighs less than 249 grams. Okay, it's $339, that's a good price. Okay, maximum flight time 31 minutes. Fly More Combo is $489. The budget is not a constraint. They advise getting the Mini 3. It's $469. Not the Mini 3 Pro, but the Mini 3. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump here, okay? Mini 2 SE versus Mini SE versus Mini 2, most affordable DJI drones compared, updated, okay? Now, here, this is really good. They did, Drone DJ does a great job with all of this here, okay? You see Mini 2 SE, Mini SE, and Mini 2, all right? It's like 30 minutes flight time, blah, 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 blah. Maximum service ceiling above sea level, wind scale. Your wind scale is going to be better in your Mini 2 SE and your Mini 2 than your Mini SE. Talking about max speed, transmission distance, 10 kilometers. The camera sensor, 1 over 2.3 inches, 12 megapixels, video bit rate, and take a look, 100 Mbps for Mini 2 SE and Mini 2. OcuSync 2.0 for Mini 2 SE and Mini 2. Panorama, not supported. You can see the quick shots, the digital zoom are on them. Video resolution on these cameras. Obstacle avoidance, not available. Quick transfer, not supported. It's supported, interestingly enough, it is supported on the Mini 2. And operating temperature, 0 degrees Celsius. Sorry about that. Sean, welcome. Good to see you. I was talking about you in a good light about your video about the Air 3. So, and I've been telling people, go out there and take a look if you haven't done that. Okay. Sean did a great job on that video. So kudos to you on that, Sean. Well done. All right. Now shipping, as we all know, began on March 18th for this. I'm just curious, drop it in the chat. How many of you have actually bought a Mini 2 SE? I'm curious, okay? I'm real curious because I haven't seen a lot, okay? I haven't seen a lot. So let me know if you guys have bought one, a Mini 2 SE, because I'm just finding it real curious is whether or not, people went out and got something like that. I know for me, no, I'm not going to get it, even to review, because it's just really, if when it comes down to brass tacks, if you want to look at it, they're taking a Mini 2, they're slapping a Mini 2 SE badge on it, they're dumbing down the camera and software wise, and that's it, guys. I mean, that's really it. Okay. Uncle Bill's Toys. That's a surprise. Okay. I'm laughing. That's a joke. Okay. So yeah. So sorry about that. Anyway. Okay. There's no need for that. I mean, for most of us on the channel, and I know a lot of you guys, and I know how you fly. Okay. That's not a drone that any of us are really going to use. Maybe for a beginner, but there are better options out there, like the Mini 3, just the Mini 3, the price point on that, just spending a little bit more money. So, if you're inclined to get one, Richard, can't have too many drones. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. It's like can't have many toys in the toy closet kind of a thing. But I don't know. All right. They never released Mini. Oh, really? Oh, wow, Sean. That's puzzling. Yeah, that is really kind of puzzling. Lauren, if you want to add to the chime in here, if you know anything about this, let us know. But Sean, thanks for letting us know that. Yeah, that is weird. I agree, Maddie. I mean, that is something that's weird because it's less than 249 grams, and that's more of a big deal, like in Canada, overseas, than it is here in the United States. So, okay, all right. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true, Uncle Bill's Toys. I agree. For new people want to start out, that's a good route to go. Okay, so, but for us, like Leonard, yes, Leonard, I agree. I agree. That's an exceptional drone that you have right there. Okay, got another article I want to go over here. It seems like every week something's going on with our government and DJI. It's just like, they have their binoculars out, and if DJI scratches their back, they know about it. And it's just, wow. Okay. Well, there's a lot of tension between us and China. Everybody knows that. Okay. It's the new Cold War, for lack of a better term. And I'm not going to get political here. All right. But, Drone DJ put out this article today, and I wanted to share this with you because it's like, here we go again. Okay. And a group of U.S. senators picks again on DC's favorite target, DJI drones. Okay. It's like, this is like a broken record, guys. I mean, it's just like, week in, week out. Okay. Something with the government, something with DJI. Okay. And, one of the big things in here, and I think I want to try to, okay, I'm gonna read a paragraph here, and then I'm gonna read something else. Quote: China's efforts to modernize the capabilities of the People's Liberation Army, including their military civil fusion strategy, which systemically blurs the lines between PLA and civilian science and technology research and development efforts, are well documented, the letter stated, noting a U.S. Department of Defense ruling last year that DJI's drones are part of Beijing's purported public-private construct. Identification of this relationship between DJI and the PLA suggests a range of risks to U.S. operators of the technology, including that sensitive information or data could wind up in PLA hands. Okay, as has been the case since DJI became a favorite target of U.S. legislators amid worsening U.S.-China relations, no actual evidence substantiating or even offering a partial proof of the company's drones leaking data back to Beijing has been presented. Okay. That kind of says it all for me, guys. Okay. The new Senate letter similarly rings with protectionist tones, suggesting a main motivator behind the drive is to use dominating anti-China sentiment in Washington to support U.S. drone companies battling DJI's popularity with consumers and enterprise users. Okay. The more I read here, Brad, welcome. Brad, yeah. Okay. Because more of the U.S. government is paranoid about Chinese government forcing their hand on DJI and taking any data they can to keep secure. And latest tension is because DJI and Autel, they sold $12 million of drones to Russia since the start of the war. There you go. Okay. It's just like, here we go. And I try not to be political, and I'm not taking sides here. I'm not, I have a whole nother section on Facebook and in other places that deal with my beliefs along those. We don't talk about them here. Okay. This is like timeout on this, but this is getting ridiculous here. Okay. Now it says in 2021, it was reported that DJI controlled almost 90% the consumer market in North America and over 70% of the industrial market. Failing to note, DJI's share of the U.S. commercial drone market dropped to about 54% since the blacklisting of its craft began. In 2019, it was reported 73% of public safety operations are flown by the company's aircraft. That last detail is clearly another factor that sticks in the craw of the letter's bipartisan authors. Despite successive federal blacklisting of DJI drones, and a concerted communications effort by U.S. legislators to undermine the company's activities further, statistics suggest a majority of businesses and public administration operators are ignoring the dire warnings from D.C. to continue using what they consider better UAVs than competitors have to offer. Failing actual evidence of the data leaking that DJI is accused of overseeing at China's behest, it's unlikely current or future political broadsides will alter operations, deciding which drones offer best value for limited budgets. Because while virtually nobody underestimates the nefarious and underhanded objectives and activities of China's government, it's just clear that most UAV users will give DJI the stink eye based from U.S. politicians who have credibility problems of their own. Okay, that's a whole mouthful right there, and I'm not even going to go there. Okay, Leonard, yeah, I agree. I've been saying that. Okay, I've been saying that. Why would the PLA want to know how many gators are in the pond? How many gators in our ponds in our development? Seriously, okay? Or why would they want to know, the width of the road coming into my development? I mean, seriously here, guys. Okay. It's just, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely, positively ridiculous. Okay. Yeah. Richard, you're right. That could happen very easily. I mean, we have thousands of dollars worth of that. I mean, a lot of it, I know most of us have more than one DJI drone. And see, here's the problem. And this is a problem. I do want to spend a couple more minutes on this before we get to the big topic of the evening. One of the things that I really wanted to say about this is, okay, there are no alternatives. Okay. I mean, there's Autel, and I got to run, I love I love Original Dobo, and he put out a great video about Autel. I suggest you guys watch that video. Okay. Ken has been from the start. He had an Autel X-Star Premium like I did too. I think that's one of his first drones, and he shared the same pain points that I did with that drone. Okay, that was a drone that had well documented history. All right, Ken really put a great video together. Please go out and watch it. Okay, Ken Booth recently he left Autel. He came back to Autel. He left Autel again. And one of the things he left Autel was because, things weren't getting done. Customers weren't getting taken care of. And he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. And he's a great guy by all accounts. I don't know him personally. I know Ken knows him. And he's a great guy. Ken put together an excellent video on that. Please go out and watch it. I think he put it out within the last week. And see, that's the big problem right now. Okay. Skydio. All right. Everybody's going to say, well, there's Skydio. Well, Skydio is not DJI. All right. DJI is the big kahuna. All right. And, it's this tensions between China and the US. And, and like Leonard says, okay, show me some evidence here. Okay. For hobbyists, what are drones? What kind of information and communication? I mean, China flew a balloon over the United States, for gosh sakes, okay? And they have satellites too. Come on. They know where they know where things are in the United States, just like we know where things are over in China. So why is everybody so uptight? Okay. That's just, all right, I'm going to get off my soapbox here because, yeah, Richard, I'm agreeing. I agree. It's Autel is going down a slippery slope, and yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Yep. Yeah. Skydio hasn't come out with anything before. Exactly, Mark. Exactly right. So we're kind of held captive, and I'm hoping that this stuff gets resolved because it's kind of, for me, I think it's kind of ridiculous. All this stuff that's going on. It really is. It's outrageous. You just, we're gonna end it there because I want to get to the main topic of the show tonight. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, enough has been said, and thank you guys because I know we're all on board. Email today, Fimi X8 Pro, March 28th, Fimi TX10A, controller release date, all right? This was exciting news. I mean, I'm like, holy cow. I mean, this is just like this morning, I get an email from Fimi. I'm like, what? Because I wasn't, it kind of caught me off guard a little bit because I wasn't expecting anything until Fimi X8 Pro, Fly Above and Beyond. You can see right here, 2023, 328. And It has 000000 Pacific Standard Time. Okay. You know, and had some interesting conversations here with G-Man, and I also talked with my good friend Richard, shared an email with him about that, and my son-in-law saw it as well. Andy, he's excited. I'm excited as well too. We're going to go over some things here. Now, one of the things that I can tell you right now, there's no pricing that's listed. Okay, I sent a rather large email to my contacts at Fimi. Okay, asking them a number of questions. One of them was price. One of them was, website. Where can we order this from? Just a whole host of questions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a video together with the answers that I get to let you guys know the latest on this. I mean, they're talking a week from today here, okay, on the 28th. We're going to go over some of the specs. Now, while it looks the same, it is different, all right? I can tell you guys that right now. It is different, which I think is a good thing, all right? All right. Let's go here. Now that sensor is, you're going to see right here, as we talked about, okay? F1.7 aperture, good in low light. It's going to be, well, you know what? Eric's saying right here he thinks it could be over 1,000. That's, I don't know. We'll see here. But let's get back to looking at some of the specs here, okay? Megaphone release and drop module is the same thing as the V2, 2022 V2. A 4G cellular unlimited range transmission, that's optional, and we're going to get to that here in a minute. Remote ID, rain and snowproof, self-heating, low temperature resistant battery, that's a good thing. Optional built-in screen remote control, we'll talk about that in a minute. Level 8 wind resistance, that's good. Intelligent flight modes, right? 1/1/3 inch, 48 megapixels, CMOS 3-axle mechanical gimbal. It does look a little bit different, okay? Of course, I don't have one to compare it to, but it does look a little bit different. And I'm really hoping that they kind of revamped this whole thing right here, because this is where this is where the Achilles heel for the problems I've had has been here, okay, with the horizon tilt issue, okay? Let's move on down here a little bit. Large f1.7 aperture, and you can see right here that's true. I mean, that's going to make a big difference in terms of the light letting light into the lens here. HDR video and photo. Take a look at that. You can see that. Super night scene shooting. Night scenes are now more astonishing because of the 1/1/3 inch sensor, achieving equivalent performance of 2.4 microns. 3-axis mechanical gimbal. Sure hoping that they revamped it from the previous ones. And I kind of think it does look different than the previous ones. We'll see. Fingers are crossed on that, okay? Equipped with 3rd generation sensor LOS stabilization algorithm, sensor with high precision control and accuracy of 0.005 degrees and a fully closed loop servo system, all contribute to perfectly eliminating jitters in real time, okay? Let's hope so, all right? Next generation Rocklink 15-kilometer transmission, all right? That's a good thing. Anytime you're going to get increased range with a drone, that's fantastic. And I like that. That's their version for their whatever they call their OcuSync or whatever, okay? So it's upgraded, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now, this is the standard remote controller, and again, this hasn't changed for years, okay, which is fine. It works well, okay? It does its job, and it does it well. And one of the things that I can tell you with this, okay, I agree, Andy Kurt, it is, okay? All right, it's worked well, and one of the things that you do need to remember, if you do get this, you need to have your antennas pointed in the direction of your drone. It's just paramount. Okay. Remote controller with built-in screen, okay? Fimi TX10A. The Fimi X8 Pro is fully compatible with the next generation of built-in screen remote controllers. Flying a drone has never been so convenient or offered a more professional flight experience. Remote control is optional, of course, okay? Physically, it looks the same. It's probably upgraded in terms of the software. And our good friend, let's go ahead here, Gorilla Man here. Believe me, I've got emails already sent for clarity. If the TX10 is not compatible, it blows Fimi's credibility out of the water. Okay, yeah. And what he means by compatible is backwards compatible, okay, or forwards compatible. Whether you can take a Fimi TX10 and it'll work with the Fimi X8 Pro. That's what we're talking about, compatibility kind of a thing. Okay, it's 1,000 nits, which is good. That was never an issue for me. Okay. And one of the things that I did find out, and we talked about it last week, and I remember on the show, and if you flash that controller a couple of times, and I think it was Richard who told me, I think Richard told me about that, or no, that was Gorilla Man. I think Gorilla Man. Yeah. G-Man told me about that. If you flash the controller a couple of times, he's had some really good results with his controller. So in terms of getting range from it. All right. Tri-directional obstacle sensing. Okay. Now it's going to have, finally those two, I'll call them eyes on front. It's going to have front sensors. It's also going to have rear sensors as well. As you can see here, and of course, it's always had those bottom sensors here, but that's different. Okay. The perception distance reaches 15 meters, can automatically sense the position and distance of the obstacles in front, rear, and down directions, helping to escort a safe flight, okay? 40-minute intelligent battery, 47-minute intelligent flight battery plus, okay? And you can take a look at the plus. It's raised up a little bit, and that's going to give you 7 extra minutes, which that's really good. Intelligent Flight Battery Plus uses a brand new self-developed battery management system and advanced self-heating technology that can sense the ambient temperature, heating and insulating the battery, and ensuring worry-free flight. Okay. Accessory port. All right. Port allows for more DIY possibilities, compatible with a variety of accessories, including the release and drop plus megaphone module, which was on the V2. Okay. Allowing you to have more fun when flying. Now, earlier, you may have seen on here, and it talks about it. It talks about that it's with the drone. It's not. It's an optional accessory. Okay. Let's go down some more here. The megaphone. Once mounted on the drone, the device can remote transmit voices or sounds. Can also store multiple audio files, support text to audio, automatic loop playback, and shout in real time. Maximum sound projection range of 100 meters. Okay. Tasks such as search and rescue are quicker and easier than before. I agree, Matt. I agree. And that's what they're going to have to do in terms of price. That's a good point, Matt. They're going to have this, in that 500, 550-ish kind of a ballpark range, because when they're smart, they price it accordingly like that. Okay. And, because, they're going to nickel and dime you with the accessories, which, you'll probably want to get with something like this. Rush. Yeah, I'm not. And then there's the release and drop, something that I would definitely be interested in. Okay. Payload should not exceed 350 grams. 4G cellular image transmission module. Okay. Now, it shows this module goes on the back, which is nice, okay? I'm not sure if that would cover up the rear obstacle avoidance. That's a good question. I didn't think of that when I sent Fimi that email today. X8 Pro supports the brand new 4G cellular image transmission module from Fimi, which can quickly and easily be installed without any tools. Module can be connected to the aircraft via USB, and the image displayed directly on the app. It can use mobile Unicom telecom networks and provides stable and low latency transmission signals. In cases where the original image transmission signal is blocked by objects or external interference, the drone can still be safely controlled through the 4G cellular network. product is not included. SIM card, this must be purchased separately. So, you know, what I asked him, I said, you know, in the United States, is it going to be compatible with the carriers that we have here, like Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, and so forth? You know, I'm just curious to that. But that's a good thing to have happen. You know, we would have that capability here. Remote ID. Compatible with remote ID, the drone meets FAA and ESA flight requirements. Reasonable structural design makes the signal comparatively more stable, ensuring even more reliable and safe flights. Enjoy legal and unobstructed flights around the world, okay? And it shows what the UAS data is here, and it shows the operator here. Rain and snowproof. With a further strengthened rainproof and snowproof structural design, flight is no longer restricted by weather conditions. The added downward auxiliary light provides directional guidance. Even if encountering rainy or snowy weather during flight, you can still fly safely and return without worry. Okay, it's nice, but I'm going to say this: if it's raining, you know, get it in. I mean, it's not built. It's not like a Matrice. It's not meant to handle, you know, a deluge of that. That's possible, Maddie. That's really a possibility. Now, it does have level 8 wind resistance. Okay, so that's a good thing. You know, I think we went over the Mini 2 Pro, or the Mini 2 Pro, the Mini 2, and I think it has a level 5. This has a level 8, which is good. All right, which stands winds up to level 8. All right, flight planning, and it talks about task settings, flight settings, map settings, historical routes. And you can see this right here. Smart tracking mode. Some of these are, you know, are old hat for Fimi. Circular flights, panorama. Some of these things are not new. That's part of it here. Time lapse. Search and rescue mode. That was the same on the previous one. Precision landing. It's been hit or miss for me with this. More miss than hit, but sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't. Okay, it's just, you know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I don't know. I don't know what to say regarding that. Okay, APP. Scan the QR code or download the Fimi Navi 3.0 app from the App Store. Share live aerial videos with friends via social media platforms. All right. I don't know anybody that's gotten anything like that to work. So if you know somebody, email me and let me know. Good point, Brad. That's a good point. 6G and 5G wireless will not be out in rural areas. 4G LTE will still be around for a long while. That's a good point. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Okay, and it will make it obsolete, and that's just, yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Mark. Okay, let's multiple projections for safe flights, rainproof design, return home modes, GPS real-time tracking, non-fly zone protection, low battery, return wind warning, excessive power warning, and it will list all the actual specifications. Again, I'll drop a link. There is a link in the description for this, but, you know, I'll make sure to go ahead and get that in there. It's about the remote control, the charger, the sensing system, camera, batteries. Now, this is all that comes in it here, okay? The aircraft, the battery, and that's a 40-minute battery, the standard remote controller, AC cable, dust plug for the battery, props, the charger, different USB cables, gimbal cover, and instructions. Okay, and it talks about that. Now, you know, one of the things. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and drop this in the chat here for you guys. Matt, that is a great controller. I can tell you that right now. That is an awesome controller. The problem that I had with mine, my son-in-law has it now, and it's been working well for him. It's a couple of things here, okay? The Navi app is different for your phone versus the TX10 or TX10A smart controller. It uses a different Navi app. That's number one. Number two, the issue that I had, it just lost signal. I mean, it just, I took off and, the Phoenix going up and I'm looking on my screen and it looks like it's just standing still. And yeah, it was, so I brought it back down. I tried it for a minute, got it out, thought it was going to connect up again and it didn't. So I got it back in. So as I find out more information, I'm gonna put out an initial video on this. But as I find out more information, I'm gonna put that out there. It's supposed to be out in a week, so I should get some answers. Usually it takes overnight to get an answer because I got this email first thing this morning, so I replied back first thing this morning, and it was I sent them a book for an email. So hopefully, and they're pretty good. They're good about getting back to you about this. So I emailed my contacts there. So hopefully in support and sales. So hopefully I'll get some answers for you guys to let you know about this. And I think Maddie's right. I think we're going to see it in the $500, $550 range. And accessories to follow. The controller will probably be about, my guess is $250 to $300, somewhere in that kind of a range. So we'll see. And then the modules, who knows? And I've asked for everything. I wanted a price sheet. I wanted a link on where to be able to purchase them. Who's going to be selling them here in the United States? Is it going to be through AliExpress? I actually have had a good experience through AliExpress. I think their shipping was better than Banggood, but I say that with fingers crossed. So yeah. So that's what we got for tonight on the Fimi X8 Pro, and it sounds exciting. Now, I'm not so sure this is it for Fimi for this year. Okay, I think they were wanting to come out with this sooner, and I think from what I read in the comments on my Fimi group, that a person from Fimi responded back and said they wanted to come out with it sooner, but because of part shortages, they weren't able to do this. So I just want to let you guys know that. So that's it for tonight. That's all that I have. Again, as always, guys, you have any questions on this, email me, BillTheDroneReviewer at gmail.com. Always get back to you guys on this. I think this is going to be a great drone. I really do. I'm excited about it. I'm more excited about this than the Mini 2SE. Let's put it to you that way. Okay. This is a drone I would consider purchasing, although, I know, and I know, my good friend Richard, that, maybe kind of, wait and see. For me, I'll be a guinea pig on this one. I really like what Fimi has done, and I like how their customer service has handled me. So I'm willing to, go out there and give this a shot. So it's going to be very interesting to see with all this, how all this pans out, but we'll see. Okay. So again, the drone meetup's coming up in 11 days. Okay. I'll say 10 days. Let's say 10 days. Okay. Yeah. 31st. For those of you traveling, safe travels. Okay. Yes. Yes, Maddie. Yes. Okay. Wish everyone safe travels for the meetup. Again, we'll talk about that a little bit more next week, but do not miss next week. Okay. Kelly, I shouldn't have to, toot my horn a whole lot about that. Kelly is absolutely fantastic. I want to get some of his thoughts on a lot. I want to get a lot of his thoughts on things like what we talked about tonight with DJI, and the whole remote ID thing and everything. So I'm really looking forward to having him on. He's a fountain of wisdom. He's great. He does a great job. His channel is legendary as far as I'm concerned. And he's, as good as his channel is, he's an even better person. And he is. And I've met him before. And he really is a great person. So, okay. That's it for tonight, guys. That's all we got. Want to wish everyone a safe and healthy evening, the rest of your day. Hope you have a great rest of your week. As always, guys, remember, it's a great day to fly. Take care, everybody, and have a great rest of your week.